Okay, we are coming up on the end of week 5. It is Thursday. I've had a pretty good week, I think. It's been super busy. As you all know, I work as an audio engineer, and I'm currently in the middle of designing several systems for several shows that are coming up here. We are in the busiest time of year at work for us. We do all corporate events, lots of things at the convention center or at casinos and their ballrooms and in their convention centers. We're super busy right now. It's been crazy. Next week, I actually have to deal with some guys coming into the shop to prep some gear for a show that then loads in on the weekend, that then I have to be at for the next week and a half, and then I fly out of town and I go to... Where do I go? I go to LA for a week for a show that I have to be at. Going to be a crazy couple weeks. But today I went into the denturist and got a soft reline done. I don't know if it's good yet or not. Like, I feel better about it. I did buy more of the DenSureFit stuff, so I'd have it in case I need to rip this out and redo it myself in case I don't like what's going on. We did the bottom only right now. The top has nothing in it except for the denture adhesive. I don't usually have too many problems with the top as long as I have adhesive in. They don't stay in on their own. They're a little loose to do that right now, but they're not falling out if I put adhesive in. The bottoms, however, didn't fit worth a crap, fell out if I looked at them wrong. And I've been using DenSureFit on them, which has helped greatly. But I wanted something that would last a little longer, be more professional, get me a little bit further through. And that's what I've done. So, probably can't see anything. It's not a lot you can see. It's trimmed up. But the inside, well, I would take it out, but I have adhesive in right now. I just ate dinner. I had spaghetti and meatballs. I didn't go too crazy, but I chewed the meatballs, and I didn't have problems with it. It didn't come loose, so I'm feeling pretty good about this right now. I wanted to play it safe because I didn't want to bite into something hard and be super disappointed because nothing held, because it's not gonna this early. I have about 2 hours worth of time on the adhesive right now, and it's doing solid. Hopefully I can get back to you with another update next week, as I'm going to be dealing with stuff, and I probably have to pack a lunch next week to deal with things, so I'll have more of a judge of how long the adhesive is really working with this soft reline. And Miss Kitty Cat is down here digging on something. What are you digging at? Don't dig at that. Here. Don't dig at that. I don't know what you're digging for. Here. But hopefully... Oh, she doesn't want to come join me. Hopefully, I get a little more read on when I'm eating food. Like tomorrow I'll have lunch. Maybe I'll go and... maybe I'll go grab something somewhere for lunch. I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe I'll try to grab like a cheeseburger or something just to test it. I feel like these sit better now than they have, which is really, really reassuring. I don't know that they do, but they feel like they do. I had to do a little bit of cleanup on them when I got home. The denturist did a pretty good job, but left a few little rough edges. You can grab a Dremel if you have one, and you can use the burr bits to do a little bit of trimming on the hard plastic if you need to. I've done this a bunch on mine. The palette on the top one, I've kind of thinned it down on the top a little bit, and I've taken off edges and done various... If I get a sore spot, I go into it and take care of it. Like, I had a spot that was over here that was getting sore, and I had one on this side that was getting sore, and I had one back here, and I just went in with the Dremel and just kind of real lightly took off that little tiny edge, just very, very, very light touch, and took it off, and it was fine. So you can do some of these things yourselves. When I got home with these, the back side had a little bit of a rough edge to it, and I grabbed a a sanding bit that looks kind of like a mesh pad. It's not like a typical sandpaper. It's very much a wire. It's like a Scotch-Brite type material. And those work great on soft material like a soft reline is. So you can go and use that and be very, very light with it and just kind of scuff up and polish off all the hard edges. And then I went back over anywhere where I hit the plastic a little bit, because you're gonna. Nothing you can do where it meets the plastic, the acrylic of your dentures is going to have an edge there that you have to hit to smooth it out. And I just went back with some 500 grit sandpaper, and then some 1000 grit sandpaper, and then some 2000 grit sandpaper to polish it all up. So, and you can polish rough spots on your dentures this way, no problem. A little bit of sandpaper. Take your time, be thorough, sand lightly with the 500, sand a little heavier with the 1000, sand twice as long with the 2000. The idea is that we're taking little bits of problems off, and then we're polishing them the further down we go. Obviously, if you don't feel comfortable with it, take it back to your denturist, take it back to the dentist, let them do the adjustments for you. They have tools to do this as well. I feel pretty good about everything in my mouth right now as it sits. Like I said, I'm probably starting to ramble. I'm 5 or 6 minutes into this clip that I'll piece together with this one. So I'll stop now, and we'll say hi to the floof again before we go. Right? Yeah. So that's all for now. We'll talk to you in a bit. Hey, how you doing? It is end of week 6 for me. E-Day was September 8th. It is October 19th today. As you can see, Nugget sitting here behind me, just chilling as she always does. It has been pretty good, I think. I've had a fairly busy week at work with design stuff. And I've got a couple big shows coming up, so I'll be spending a lot of time talking to a lot of people on show site. This whole next week, I've got to be in the shop dealing with the crew who is coming in beforehand to kind of prep the gear and get it ready for the show. And then on Friday, we actually start loading in the show, and I'll be there all weekend and most of next week. And then I fly to LA, like I get to come home for 2 days, and then I fly to LA for a week that I'm on a show out there. And then we head into a little slower season in mid-November for us at work, and I might get a little breather, a little break. As you can hear, I think I'm doing okay with my speech. I'm speaking pretty good. On this past Monday, I went in and got a soft reline on the bottoms. I've had quite a bit of problems with the bottoms staying in properly. I've been trying lots of different adhesives, and nothing works great for me. I don't know why, I don't know what. It just doesn't work great in my mouth. And it may be the shape of my denture and how it sits on my jaw. I don't know. If you've got an answer, I'd love to hear it. But basically, I make it through maybe lunchtime or a meal, and it's ready to come out. In the shop, I generally do drink a hot coffee in the morning, and I know that's probably part of my dentures coming loose, is the coffee breaking it loose. But I tried on Thursday, I decided to not do any coffee in the morning, and I just had like some Carnation Instant Breakfast, and it still came loose like lunchtime, 1 in the afternoon. I had to go off to the bathroom and give myself a little privacy and add some more denture adhesive. I have tried just a little tiny bit of adhesive. I've tried a whole bunch of adhesive. There's not a great amount that seems to hold it long all day. I don't know why. And so, I don't know. I'll just keep trying different products until it works. I am going to get the top one with a soft reline. The lower one, I don't know. I'm trying to make this decision. I really liked how DenSureFit felt. But I could tell that it wasn't going to last like a long, long time. The stuff that the doctor used, dentist used, was Coe-Soft, Coesoft, and she initially thought she had the soft material, and she had accidentally grabbed the harder material the first time around, and so I actually had to go back in. She basically had to order the right stuff, and I went back in. She fixed her mistake, no charge, and I got the soft reline done. It's okay, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I think I want a little more give in it, and so that's a conversation I'm gonna have to have with my denturist tomorrow, which is Monday. This is a Sunday right now. I'll have to talk to her when she's back in the office over whether there's something that is a little more cushiony, a little softer. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if this could fit better or if this is as good as it's going to get. I'm sure there's better options right now. It is a material that, honestly, if I don't like it, I'll peel it out down the road. It's not cheap to do a soft reline. It is basically $250 to do one. Whether it's top or bottom, it's $250. I know you can get sometimes. Some people do a little less, some people do a little more. Just know it's not cheap, so I'm going to let it ride for a while and see how it goes. I'm trying to figure out if there's a combo of products that works better for me. So, like, I see people doing some of the denture adhesive, and then they put the powder over top of it. That didn't work very well for me. That totally, that fell out so much faster today, and I'm just at home. Fell out so much faster than when I used just denture adhesive alone. So I don't think the powder is the right method for me. I feel fortunate that I have a job that affords me the ability to spend a little more money trying things out. I know a bunch of you don't have that ability to try things out. And so I highly recommend. There's a girl you might see on these forums, Michelle. She's got a channel, Real Life with Michelle, that she goes through and tests all this stuff. Obviously, her experience is different than my experience, is different than your experience. We're all going to have different things, but at least it's a good starting point. And I'm going through her videos and watching them and just kind of going back through and trying to figure out what things do match my experience so that I can try those products myself and recommend them to you. Right now, I have tried. Actually, let me pause this video for 1 second, and I'll run to the bathroom and I'll grab the tubes of stuff I've tried. Okay, back. First thing I tried early on, when I first had my extractions, and I still had stitches, and I was just trying to make the bottom dentures sit a little nicer and feel a little more comfortable, I tried C-Bond, right? C-Bond. They're basically not strong enough glue that they're going to tear out your sutures, which is important early on. And so early on, I used them just to kind of soften them a little bit because I knew that I needed to keep them in, but I couldn't like use full adhesive, and I just needed something, so that worked great. Actually, I got to run back and grab one more thing that I missed. Hang on. Okay, I also I tried the denturist gave me some a little mini tube of Fixodent. It was just the regular strength, and it worked so. But I thought, hey, maybe the Ultra, the better strength, right? So I grabbed Fixodent Ultra, which is what I'm currently using. It seems to work the best for me. It's been the best hold so far. Thanks to Michelle, I made an attempt. I tried this stuff, the Secure waterproof denture stuff. It did horrible for me. It did not work worth a crap. I don't know if I was doing it wrong, but it basically felt like it was melting in my mouth from my own body heat and just oozing out everywhere inside my mouth. and I felt like I was spitting it out all morning. And it just didn't hold my dentures very well. It felt like super strong for like the first 20 minutes. And then as it warmed up and my body warmed it up, it lost all its holding power for me. I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I didn't use enough. Maybe I used too much. I don't know. But it didn't work for me. I also tried doing fix-it-in powder. Didn't really make much of a difference for me. I put the Fix-It-In Ultra in and just kind of smoothed it down with my finger, made it kind of a thinnish layer, right? Added a little tiny bit of spray bottle water and put this stuff in, and then shook off the excess. I gave it a light spritz again, put a second layer, put it in my mouth, and didn't really hold any better or any different than the Fix-It-In Ultra did on its own. Matter of fact, today I was trying it and I had the top denture that stayed in just fine. The bottom came loose, and tonight I was eating dinner and I got a piece of something trapped up underneath the top denture, which, oh man, that is a annoying thing to have happen. I had a piece of something that got stuck, and every time I bit down, it poked into me and was causing pain, so I had to take the top denture out. And I had some of the Fix-It-In Ultra powder on the top denture as a trial, and it was so nasty and gross to clean off. I did not like having to try to clean that off to make it nice. I got it cleaned off. I ended up dropping it in my Ultrasonic Cleaner, which you can actually see back there. The little red lights right back here is my Ultrasonic Cleaner on the counter, and I can show you that as well. But I didn't like the powder cleaning it off. It was weird. It left this hard paste that I couldn't seem to get out. No matter what I did, I brushed it with the brush. I used hot water. I used cold water. I tried everything. Couldn't get it out. The Ultrasonic Cleaner helped loosen it up enough that I finally was able to get at it with a paper towel and really dig into it, and I finally did get it out. But I went back to just the Fix-It-In Ultra right now, and I feel pretty good. I continued eating dinner with Fix-It-In Ultra in the bottoms, and they seem to be holding okay right now. What I've noticed is I make it about a meal, and half hour, 45 minutes after I'm done eating, I have to reapply stuff. So potentially it's just how my dentures fit. Potentially it's something to do with how I'm gluing it. I don't know. So hopefully one of you guys has suggestions, and I can then look at it and see if those suggestions happen to match and fit what's going on with my mouth. Other than that, I think I'm doing okay. For 6 weeks in, I feel pretty good. My mouth actually looks pretty good on its own. When I look at everything, like everything's healing up nicely. At 6 weeks, this is spectacular to me. I can tell you this, for the people who I keep seeing in the different groups that I'm in, if you're watching this video and you see, I want you to remember that the first couple months are going to be weird. They're going to be difficult. There's going to be things that are not your normal things in life, okay? You cannot expect to undergo a major transformation in your mouth, and you can't expect to go right back to what you were just before it happened. So you've got to give yourself time. It's probably the hardest thing for people to do. It's the thing that people don't, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have the patience for it, right? And that's a common problem in people in general, is we just don't have patience. Most people are not super patient when it comes to things like this. We've gotten so accustomed to an instant gratification with, hey, I can order something on Amazon Prime, and living here in Las Vegas, it sometimes shows up like that afternoon. If I order it at 10 in the morning, I might have it by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we get used to that instant gratification, instantly being done with things. So I want you to keep in mind the stuff you're going through. Your mouth is not going to be ready to go back to normal right away. It's going to take time. Your eating is going to take a while. You're going to have to relearn how to chew. You're going to have to relearn how to talk. You're going to have to relearn how to drink. I mean, there's lots of different things that happen. I will say that taking pills has become easier for me. I have always had a problem with pills. I cannot get big pills down. They have to be tiny. I put them in my mouth. I feel like I'm choking on them no matter what I do. Sometimes they get stuck halfway down. I got to take like a bunch more drinks. I always have that fear that one day I'm going to take a pill. It's going to get stuck in my throat and I'm going to suffocate to death, be laying on the floor dead because I couldn't take a pill. But with my dentures, for some reason, with the palate being the way it is, I can actually take pills much easier now. I still struggle with them. Mentally, I have some issues with it. But they go down so much easier now. So I guess take the little wins along with the, right? Take the good with the bad for now. As far as fitment, my uppers fit okay. They need something. They don't just stay in on their own right now. My lowers needed the soft reline. I got it a couple days ago, so we'll say I'm at 5 weeks when I got mine. It's going to be that long till you can get them. You really need your mouth to heal up somewhat before you can do it. Not saying you can't get it early like I did, or you have to wait a certain amount of time, but your mouth sockets, the sockets from your teeth, do need to have their own covering on them. They can't be open anymore. They really need to be at a point where, basically, if you get told that you can start using adhesives, you're basically at that point where your mouth is pretty much ready to deal with a soft reline. And your mouth is going to keep changing over a year. Your gums are going to shrink more. Things are going to get loose. You're going to have to do them again. There's a very real possibility I'm going to need adjustments done to this in another month or two. Right? And I just spent $250 on the lower. I'm going to spend another $250 on the upper, and I'm probably going to have to do it again. I know that not everybody can afford that. With that, I say, hey, don't forget there are products you can buy as well to do this soft reline. Michelle talks about them. I've mentioned some of them. I did the DenSureFit, right? I actually bought a kit to have here at home. It's more expensive. You're going to spend $50 on a lower, $65 on an upper. Sometimes you can get the full kit of both for $65 from the DenSureFit website at a discount. So I bought a whole kit, upper and lower. It comes with 5 tubes. It's more than enough, and it'll be fine when I need to make small adjustments. I can just do 1 tube worth at a time. So it will work great when I need it. There are everything ranging from little pads that you basically put in hot water and mold them in and press them. I tried the cushion grip for a little bit, which worked amazing for a couple days. The problem I had was my gums were still way too tender, and trying to bite down on it to form it was really a challenge. So early on, I don't recommend using the cushion grip just because you do have to get it quite hot, and your gums are not going to like having to bite down on something. I still am tender on my gums. Like if I want to bite into food, it has to be soft. I definitely feel every bite when I chew. So some of these soft reline products are going to be difficult if you have to heat it up and have to smush it down with your teeth. Whereas the things that are like DenSureFit, which is a silicone, as long as you do proper prep on your denture, it stays in just fine. I have acrylic dentures. I know some people have said, oh, it didn't stick to my dentures. You probably don't have your dentures clean enough if that's the case. The stuff sticks really well if you use the primer properly. They in their videos, they tell you got to dip the primer in the tube, pull it out, and then you cap the tube, or you cap the little jar so it doesn't dehydrate. But honestly, if you're only doing the lowers, you only need to open it once. It doesn't matter if you leave it open. Use a lot. Dunk it in, really, really swab them. Dunk it again, swab it again. It is a cleaner and a surface prep to open up, basically make the surface ready for the silicone to adhere to it. And when you do that, it sticks really, really well. I had a hard time getting it out to get ready for the actual professional grade soft reline. It was so difficult. I went through 3 of the removal pads, which basically have a dissolvent, like a it's just a dissolver, and you've got to get under an edge somewhere, and then just kind of you press along and work it along and keep going and going and going, and eventually you make it around to the other side with it. It's very, very difficult to get done. It took me quite a while. It took me 3 pads worth to get the DenSureFit off. So for somebody saying it doesn't stick, you've done something wrong with the prep work. It sticks really well. You do need like an X-Acto knife or something to trim it. You can probably trim it with some tiny little nail clippers or some little tiny scissors. I know a lot of women have little bitty scissors for doing things. Get an X-Acto knife. Go to Hobby Lobby, spend $3, right? Spend $2.50, whatever they are. I use them for work things. They're always right around $2.50, $3. So just go get an X-Acto blade, X-Acto knife, so you can actually trim it really, really nice when you need to. I mentioned I would talk about this, about my ultrasonic cleaner. I bought one from on Amazon. I bought a Vevor, Vevor. I bought the 2-liter version. There's a 1.3-liter version that is physically the same dimensions, same height, same width, same everything, other than the inside tank is like half the size, right? It's 1.3 liter instead of 2 liter. So let's just go over here and we'll walk over to it, and I'll try to show you what's going on. My kitchen counter is a mess right now, and you kind of need to know that it's a mess. I will switch this camera to this. So this is the ultrasonic cleaner. I actually dumped hot water in this to see what the temperature was going to be, and the hot water for me out of my tap is right at 52 degrees. So and normally what you'll do, also yours will probably beep loudly. Mine beeps very, very loudly, but me being a guy who can solder, I opened it up. I actually took out the little beeper because it was really, really loud. But essentially, you're going to throw an object in here, and they give you a basket that you can use. I put my dentures in there. I don't really have much I could throw in there right now to show you. I guess I could just for something to put in, right? Well, that won't do because it's not going to sink. Anyways, you'll throw something in there, right, and it'll sink down, and you'll essentially just turn it on. I'm probably zooming the camera different, but we'll just go back to me. So yeah, that is the extent of it. It's really super simple. You'll spend, I think I spent $50 on that one. I've had it for quite a while. I actually bought it before I got my dentures for something else, and it worked really, really well. So that's it. That's my update right now for week 6, and we'll see how things go, and we'll see you soon. As always, feel free to like and subscribe. I currently don't make any money off of this. I'm not monetizing right now. I'm doing this to benefit you so you can see what my progress is, in hopes that your progress will go as well as mine or better than mine. I welcome questions. I welcome comments. I can't guarantee I'll see them all or read them all. I'm very, very slow to get on and check things, mostly because outside of this video, my life can be sometimes kind of hectic. And right now, this time of year is very, very busy for me. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.